all nation and all creeds, all walks of life. Whether you're young, middle age or old, one and all.
Welcome to the Sanctum, where the topic's solid, not just random. Intellect, everything connect, can beat them like a shotgun. When Ramson, ramming full of humor, you can have fun. Pan the subscribe button, finger for your slam.
Welcome to Kid Sanctum, everyone. I'm your host, Kid, and today is a very special episode. I'm joined by one of my good friends, Mr. Teshin.
Good afternoon, everyone.
One sounds of Mal. Where's it? Interview this.
Yeah.
Anyway, today, guys, we'll be talking. He's a fellow football fan, a Man United fan, and today we'll be doing a very interesting topic. This is a part of a series or sub-series to the whole podcast episodes. We'll be talking about all-time starting 11 for each major league and who we think should fit each role. Sorry for the picture not being the best quality or showing entire field, but this right here is the centre back. You see it right, Teshin, right? No, not centre back, goalkeeper. You see it right, Teshin?
Yes.
Goalkeeper,
Yeah.
two centre back, full back, all this. We're going with this because for the last 10 to 15 years, this has been a popular formation in the Premier League. It has only been in the last few years that we have transitioned to the 4-3-3 in football world. Because football is ever evolving. Sometimes old style come back with a new twist on them. Sometimes they just bring in a new idea, like inverted
Yes.
fullbacks and stuff. So let's just start with the goalkeeper. I want to say Schmeichel, but I can't. I can't say Schmeichel. Check.
Yeah. For me, it'd have to be Czech. Czech as well, because Czech dominated the whole 2000 plus him own a lot of the stats of a lot
Most
of
clean sheet by goalkeeper in Premier League era.
yeah, and a lot of them less goal concede and all them stuff. So yeah, I'll go Czech for that one.
Alright. Let's go on.
Plus he has trophy behind his name as well.
That's true.
Champions League, Premier League, all of that.
That's true.
So you can't
That's true.
deny him the one there.
Alright. I want to leave the centre back pairing for the last two options in this back four because it's gonna be a doozy. And guys, for example, if me and him disagree on a pick, what we'll do, we have two different 11s. So we'll just at the end of it we'll sit our 11s and you guys can comment who you think is a better 11. That's how it works. Cause again, I'm not saying my 11 is right. All I'm saying, I'm just open to being out hear other people's thoughts on football. Cause who I think about football
Yes,
is
it's just
huh?
no, I'm saying it's just a personal preference.
Yeah, kind of day I'm open to hearing other people's opinion because I don't like to hear people agree with me. I like to hear people disagree with me. Just like how I said that Liverpool win and no Liverpool draw. Why Liverpool? Why? You make me lose my 3 points. Anyways, fullbacks. If fullbacks, especially for the right back, I want to say Trent, but after the UCL final and this to the match against Fulham, I can't say Trent. I can't put him there.
Alright. So the
Right.
fullback for the right, it kinda tricky for me personally.
Cause the
But
Prem don't really have any standout right back. We say, man, they were the
most people that use Gary Neville.
Nah, too average.
But in the United for what when 18 or 20, I think about 18 years or so.
Okay.
And win all them stuff. But alright, so like for each position for me, all my view stuff is like how good was the person? Did they do anything outside of just being good, like win trophies, other standout season, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, alright, personally, Robin, me not too rate Gary Neville.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it, me not really have. First, alright, I know who to put. The Chelsea right back. I don't know how to pronounce his name at the moment.
Anyhow,
Cesar.
that's really good though. Oh shit, that's a good pick. Shit.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I think I would use him as the fullback.
yes.
I know there are probably others from
No, he's the most
the
solid.
the
He's the most
no, I
solid.
mean, no, what I'm saying is like probably there are others from like 70s go back
Yeah,
that
but
I
no,
don't know
but the
about.
thing is,
Yeah.
we're talking about Premier
From
League.
the
No,
90s.
we're talking about the Premier League era, not the top flight era.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. From the 90s come up,
Yeah.
he would be my pick.
All right. Yeah, that's a good pick because he's more he's defensive is so good attacking and his prime was good. I'll take prime.
Very, very, very good. One
I'll
of Chelsea best player of all time, to be
I'll
honest.
take
Very
him over.
good.
I'll take prime Aspilicueta over Trent any day. So me.
Yeah, man. Aspilicueta.
All right.
Proper football.
Fullback, I want to say Irwin, but at the same time, we can't ignore how good Cole was. Left back. We want to say
Who is that?
we want to say Irwin, but we can't ignore how good Ashley Cole was.
Oh, actually, yeah. All right. So for this one now, to be honest, personal, I would go with Irwin. But then again, tricky because Ashley Cole dominate for England.
But
As you don't say Ashley Cole are England best ever
my next thing, no.
left back.
The next
Next
thing,
thing,
but
he
next thing
dominate
too.
for Arsenal.
It depends on what system we're using on this 4-4. If it's an attacking system, Cole. If it's a balance system, Irwin. So it depends
No,
too.
yeah, but the thing is, Irwin could have attack.
No,
Irwin could have
but I say,
defend.
but Irwin more balance and Cole. That's all I'm saying. If you're full, go attack.
Yeah, yeah,
Ashley Cole. But
yeah,
if you
yeah,
want
yeah.
balance,
That's true.
get Cole.
That's true. Yeah,
I'm split.
but
More
but
say,
personally, still, I would go with Irwin still. You
more
have
say.
more, you have more balance right there. So,
You see him, Irwin. I can't.
guys, I spell it
Quarter.
Quater.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar in some sense, I would say, in balance.
Still. All right. That's good. So far we have Check, Aspilicueta, and Irwin. All right, two centre back. One centre back of India or John Terry. We can't leave John Terry out.
See the centre back
John Terry have to be an option. I can't. It's John Terry.
for me, my centre back would have to be Rio Ferdinand. Best thing.
But the thing is, who John Terry is not a ball playing centre back. Isn't he a destroyer or more of a break up the play centre back like Vidic?
Yeah, that's a more like Vidic, but then could have match John Terry, Rio Ferdinand. But you see the thing with the all right, me tell you. See the centre back, as me say, it's all about performance. Like there are really some great centre backs. So you have like
Upstar.
John Terry. Persons always go for John Terry, Rio Ferdinand,
Vidic.
Vincent Kompany,
Yeah, company a good show too.
Vidic, Tony Adams.
Oh yeah, Tony
As you know,
Adams.
look at it,
Whether the Tony,
it's all
whether Adams or Pulis, Tony Pulis or Adam. Which one of them?
no man, Adams. I used to play with Arsenal
Me
in
know.
the late
I know,
90s.
you talk about. And last time I can never remember. That's the thing.
Yeah, Adams. So you see the thing with all them centre backs that we just mentioned, them have a where they call it now. Them have a big influence on how them team turn out over the years.
Oh yeah, Sol Campbell.
Vincent Company, Saul Campbell too. Yeah, Vincent Company, who was at Man City before, them turn out to be what they were.
Yeah.
Captain the team, come straight up, one of the best centre back, always instrumental throughout all them trophy days.
I agree.
Then I have John Terry. Everybody know John Terry. Rio Ferdinand. We don't have to talk about Rio Ferdinand either. Tony Adams, captain
Alright.
for Arsenal for a few times. He win Premier League all over the place in terms of the decades matter about.
You know.
Then you have Saul Campbell, Arsenal prime days. This one is tricky, but for me personally,
Wait. Before I continue, I want to clarify something. What type of centre back setup are you having? Are you having an all out destroyer, or do you want somebody who can play the ball out after someone destroy the play? Because personally, the double destroyer setup can work, but also double ball playing one. So, what type of setup are you trying to work with in the system called? In the system.
So let me tell you. All right. So for me, when I look upon it kind of depends. Because when I look upon John Terry, he wasn't the best ball player, but he could play ball. So if you have a person like John Terry, you could have used John Terry because you're the same balance then.
Not really.
Forget the measures.
Yeah.
He was balanced to be honest. Rio Ferdinand balanced as well, but he not really get catch him up, do the dirty work in terms of dirty work. He just always have the ball and foot and him nobody now go around him, you know? So for me,
Unlike Van
if
Dijk,
you have
unlike Van Dijk wanted to play cool and got embarrassed today by a Serbian who didn't score in Premier League last time.
no. You see, I just don't know why people look over Rio Ferdinand. Rio Ferdinand, they never get well, apart from him wash days. I mean,
Yeah.
prime Rio Ferdinand from all level go back.
Yeah.
You don't get a man go around Rio Ferdinand. You don't get the ball off him foot and amazing pass, speed, power, headers.
All right.
Just too good.
All
So
right.
for me, Rio Ferdinand, then you can choose the other centre back.
So hard.
As me say, it hard enough for me. It company is a good shot.
No, company's not top 10 either. Me can't say it. Like
Eh?
no offense, but company
Yeah,
is a top. No offense to company, but he isn't top 10 in the back in the Premier League. Maybe no,
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 no, no,
he's
no,
top.
no.
He's
No,
no.
but tell you, it depends on how you look at it. For me, overall, mode of company in my top 10,
No,
but him can go in there.
no,
Depends on how you
yeah,
want view it.
yeah,
Yeah,
but he ain't in my top 10. That's the point I'm saying. Let's see.
okay.
Sorry, Village. I can't even put, if I put Village, they're going to say my bias United fan.
No, I say for me, bro, I would put Vidic in my top 10 still, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie to you.
No, what I'm saying, if I should put Village beside it, Rio, they will say I'm biased, so I can't do that.
Let me show you something. You have Job Stamp, the Netherlands guy.
I know,
Who
Yap
is
Sam.
yeah,
Yap Sam.
yeah, proper, one of the greatest defenders.
Yo,
However,
yeah.
he never have a long stay in the Premier League. You get what I
He
say?
went.
So
He went to Inter after a while, or was it Milan?
Milan, AC. So it's like you have some good players, but in terms when ability, it depends on how you view it, because you have Job Stamp, good, but some person will look at it and say, what impact he had on the Premier League overall. You get me? I say so. It depends.
All right, right now, my mind have go for Terry beside of Rio. And reason I say Terry, cause
Mhm.
isn't Terry the highest scoring centre back in Premier League history?
Yes.
And I can't ignore the fact that he did that, cause I'm a person who like I don't so look at number, but the fact what he have achieved as Chelsea and plus you have Mark on the game, I can't look past it. But like the same reason I can't look past Rio for what Rio do, cause Rio to me Rio is the best ball playing centre back in Premier League history era.
Yes, the thing with Rio Ferdinand too. Me personally think him ways. Don't get me wrong. I love him at United and all that. But in terms of player growth, him ways him full potential at United per se, if you get me trying to say.
So many players have done that before. He's not the first, he's not
Yeah.
the last.
So because if you have Rio Ferdinand playing for uh
Ancelotti.
yeah, but I mean, what I say, like was playing for Italian side at that time, maybe AC Milan, Juventus, Inter Milan, Roma,
I said Ancelotti because
any one of them.
but I said Ancelotti because he was coaching AC. I didn't.
Yeah, and Napoli too. Yeah, no, Napoli.
No. In early 2000s he was coaching. Early 2000s he was
Yeah,
coaching
yeah,
AC. Then he moved on to Chelsea in early 2010.
yeah. After Jose.
The
So
special one.
yeah, coulda.
All right, so backline: Check Terry, Rio, Irwin, and Aspilicueta. Okay, center back, central midfielders. I have to say this. If alright, there's so many good central defensive midfielder options we could play, but I think that Vieira is the only viable choice.
Yeah, Patrick Vieira.
Cause I personally would go for. You know what? I can't understand the 4-4-2. I'm gonna work with the 4-4-3 because I can't. I need at least three midfielders to choose from too. So we're gonna do a 4-3-3 version too. But for me, I'll go Vieira. I wanna say Scholes. I wanna say Lampard. But I have to go Gerard. And I'm just saying Gerard in the sense that he has what Lampard have and he have what Scholes have. It's like he's a balance of the two. Again, personally, I would take Scholes over the over
No,
him.
no. Honestly, scores have where Lampard have and where Gerrard now have. None of them have what scores have. Scores played up here so in the attacking mid, come back in the central mid, then he come back at the mid,
But the point I'm
scores.
saying, but no, I'm not. I'm talking about attributes as midfielder. He has both of their attributes. Gerard.
That's why I go with scores if I mean if we play beside. Let's say we are going Vieira. Vieira. That's our
Vieira and School. I would say Vieira and Gerard. And I'm saying Gerard, and I'm not saying I prefer Gerard over Scholes. But if I'm playing Scholes, I want to play Scholes in a three man midfield, not like the 2 man midfield.
but he can play in the 2-man midfield.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't, but me personally, I would rather him in a 3 than a 2.
Yeah.
Alright.
Make it what I say. Alright, you see, make it what I say, because not about, in my midfield, there's one person more than want to put in my midfield too. But in terms of the formation, right, you say you wouldn't really want to waste
Exactly.
your same ability, put him in one position in fit. Because I would put Fabregas
Yeah,
somewhere.
that'll be a waste. I'm not going to get that
Fabregas
far.
would
I'm not get that far yet.
leaving out Fabregas out your midfield in the Premier League era just seems like a waste right now. Fabregas definitely one of the great one of
Greatest
the
scam.
great.
One of the greatest scams. Shit.
He-
Oh, and
Fabregas.
Ozil too. Jesus.
Yeah, man, Ozil bad, but for me, would I put Fabregas over Ozil in terms of
Ability.
Fabregas the year from 03.
Oh.
So yeah, that's why I would I put Fabregas
Alright.
over
Alright. Let's
Ozil.
let's focus on the 4-4-2. Alright. Right
Mm.
midfielder and left midfielder.
Bet.
Alright. Hear me say. Hear me out. Up front, man just leave. Man just say this up right now. Me not put Christie up front. I am not putting Christie up front. I can't. I can't do that because I don't rate him that much up front. Oh, wide maybe. Up front, no. So from right midfielder, Prime Beckham. If you know this already, my G. You know something about Beckham, my favorite United player of all time. You know this already. Nobody be anybody who knows me knows I'm a Beckham fanboy. Ask me my favorite legend is Beckham. Anyways, left midfielder, I would have to go Cristiano Ronaldo or Eden Hazard. But but hear me out. I am tempted to go for Hazard, and one main reason alone I would go for Hazard. I like how selfless he is. Cristiano is a better player, but so somebody who does everything else for the team, Hazard. I like a selfless player over a player that has more ability but more selfish.
For me, if all right, so my right side would be Beckham as well. My left side no, the left side tricky for me because you have Cristiano Ronaldo. Personally, I would put based on the formation, I would put Hazard nowhere there. So, but you have Cristiano Ronaldo, you have Giggs, you have not John Terry, sorry, you have Thierry Henry.
Henry that go up front for me if I keep the book.
Yeah, no, yeah, Henry could go up front at least. But for me, if I put somebody on the left, both of them three players, Giggs, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Arnie. But I would go with Cristiano Ronaldo. Why? That time, Cristiano Ronaldo used to jump from either one of them there. And
So
you would have said,
interchangeable wings, but look, but
no, the wings forward and
our question now, why would you put Hazard in this formation? Because like I said, he
why
plays similar position to this at Chelsea, and he has been selfless. So why would you put him in this left midfield position?
no, because he play a little bit further up.
But he played this formation in Chelsea, and he can. You know what? I'm just remembering how lazy Hazard is in defending. I changed my mind. Never mind. I just remember that. Hazard.
But alright, so for me personally, I would have go definitely with either Henry, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Higgs. but gigs play years of a long while
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. For me, no,
You
like
get me?
rethinking it
And
now.
gigs. Mm-hmm.
Rethinking it now.
But I'll go with gigs.
Rethinking now. My room Hazard. Come just remember something. Just remember how lazy Hazard was at Chelsea. Like him don't like trap back. He didn't have to defend because he was that good going forward. But in this formation, he would be the main man. So it'll just be a waste of position.
Yeah, so that means we're gonna put Hazard further up
All right.
in
So
the formation. The center forward now.
all right. No. All right. So when I go for, I want to say gigs, but
No. Yeah, that means for me, you don't have to be any one of them three, but me choose gigs.
all right. No, what thing is, I'm saying for me personally, it has to be gigs or Chris. I don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
If, oh, Christie wasn't that bad. He wasn't as bad as the current Christie, meaning how selfish he is. So give it to old Christie.
No, Chris, that means for me, either one of them, because Christie definitely play right there, so, or on the right, or something up at front. But yeah, so Christie, Arnie. But you would really want to put Arnie there, so still in a but. For me, when I look at it, now the formation here, so I want them three there for me.
Well, for my centre forward, it's set in stone. I don't care what anybody say. It's set in stone. The greatest Man United. I'm just clarifying something. My favorite Man United legend is Beckham, but to me, the greatest Man United legend is Rooney. And I'm saying Rooney, he loves the club genuinely, unlike Cristiano Ronaldo. No offense, it's okay to just appreciate a club but not love them. He showed more loyalty to the club, and he was an overall better team player. Because if you ask Cristiano Ronaldo to sacrifice his career or sacrifice certain years playing in certain position for the club, he wouldn't have. But Rooney did that many times over. So
All his career, all them career.
all I care, he put the club first because he loved the club that much. So yeah, for me, I don't. It's interchangeable. Terry Henry and Wayne Rooney, and I want to make something clear.
Yes,
Before I didn't rate Henry. I was rating him. I know he was a good player, but as when I just started to get into football, but as I carried on, I get into football, and I hear people talk about that. And did my own little research. I realized Henry is basically my perfect striker. He's versatile in the left wing, right wing, and attacking mid. So and
Yes.
you both know this already, Teshin. You know that I like a striker that can multitask. I don't want just a pure nine. I hate pure nines. You know this already.
Yeah, man, me hate them too.
No, like why I go do when the defender mark you?
Yeah, if you can play on the wing, make sure you can drop in at the middle. That's how I see it for me. Nothing is wrong with the pure nine, but
Example,
for me,
look how yeah.
then limit the team. Because if even if you get this service and all that, there's gonna be a time when they're not gonna get the service. You would have to probably help out that the service thing. When you cannot do anything else but score goals, you get me? You allow the team only to play in a one-dimensional
Alright.
way. You get me?
I'm gonna say something right now for those who wanna get I say look at this. This is the formation. You put in any players and put in, but it's example. So they said both of these are pure nines and these midfield overlaps. So it's basically a front 4-4-4-2-4. What happens is if none of these are in service, these midfield have cut in, and if you midfield are cut in, these forward have to drop back deep to create the space for them, dragging the centre back out from the box. And when they do that, guess what happens? If example, say they drag out the centre back, these two centre forwards drag centre back out, and these two wide midfielders come inside, and then they have to cut back because they don't do anything else other than just run into the back and finish. They can't really handle the ball or pass it back to the midfielders here. They're just gonna lose the ball needlessly. So sometimes a centre forward needs to have more to this game because a lot of time, because an example, a lot of centre forwards can't pass. Not every centre forward is like Kane or Rooney or Henry. Because I've seen Kane have some ridiculous pass in his locker, but not all of them are like that. Some of them just know to shoot. Ask them to pass, they struggle.
And when I look at person watching this must know Darwin Nunes. Perfect example of a player that cannot play football but can score goals. Darwin Nunes.
Oh yeah, speaking of Nunes.
But the thing is with Liverpool, for some reason, even though they play one dimensional, them just always just find the way. Thank God for the high press and the fullbacks. But then just always find the way
That's true.
You get me? But Darwin Nunes is a perfect example of cannot play ball, but he'll score a goal.
Right.
Couldn't
Right now.
Pep, Pep would cry. Yeah, Nunes.
Yeah, I want to say one thing. Right now, it's Darwin Nunes 2, Holland nil. And for those who understand what I'm saying, basically amongst rival fan, Liverpool and City fan, they cut talk who are the better centre forward and all this stuff. But personally, I am not going to say I'm a Holland fan. I'm not going to say I'm a Darwin fan. I'm just a fan of football. I never prefer any of them. All I'm saying is this: fans are comparing them and memeing or bantering. So for Nunes got his first goal at the Community Shield, so I said Nunes won. He got a goal today, so Nunes too. So basically for this entire season, when you hear any football episode I'm talking about, I'll always bring up the score. So if Holland doesn't score tomorrow, it will be Nunes 2.
But personally, still, when I think City fans have to worry about Alan. The only thing I have to worry about Alan is him fitness. If
uh,
them have something to
they're
worry
not
about him
they're
fitness.
not gonna have to worry. But I'm saying to you, like for the first few games he might struggle, like he might take off adapt, but by the fourth game he will adapt. He will adapt.
No, no, no. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So like, don't worry about him in game. Just worry about
His fitness.
his fitness.
Yeah.
Because no matter how good the medical staff is, which change a lot. Look at Gundogan. Since Gundogan reached
City.
City, me know him not play games, but personally, I've never heard of him being out because of injury. When Gundogan was at Dartmouth,
Yeah.
every other week in injury. So
Another prime example. Bayi, always injured. Never feel own need him.
yeah, and he was never injured before he came here.
Yeah, but yeah. Maybe it's the climate, but end of the day.
Yeah, that let me tell you, that is one too, because a lot of players fear coming because of the climate. Then next thing, the medical staff have a lot to it because I remember one time Jose Mourinho was saying it back when he was at Chelsea, right before he got the sack come to United. He was saying that the medical team have a lot to do with our players work. Because even when Conte was going to what you call it, Tottenham, that's one of the major thing where everybody was focusing on fitness, medical, and all them stuff. So it play a big part. If a medical team not good, they need to find one. United need one because them play injury
I never understand that.
every time.
Anyways, let's see. So yeah, for football fans, I'm not saying this. I'm not this. I'm not. I'm just bantering both fan base. Personally, I know two of them are good players. One will have a better career in the long run, which is Holland. But right now, I'm just bantering them and trying to fun of it. Just like how when United are struggling, people banter us and have to laugh at it. It's just all jokes. Cause at the end of the day, we all know they're capable footballers, except Harry Maguire. I don't want to even go there, bro. I don't even want to go.
Yeah.
Watch him start for us tomorrow, right? But anyways, yeah. But yeah, that's it. What basically, for me, it's this: check Aspilicueta, Rio, Terry, Irwin, Gerard,
Fear.
Vieira. If for those who
Best.
understand, Vieira would be the six, or defensive midfielder, and Gerard would be the ball carrying eight, or the link between here forwards, and basically he would link up these areas with the six. The six would sit right here, so. Well, yeah. And then Cristiano Ronaldo become Henry and Rooney interchanging. And how my system would work, my system would basically be a four. My system would basically be a double four, double two, triple two basically, because they would tuck in behind the forward. The forward would go out wide when necessary, and they will just come in, and then the forward would just link up with the full box and then overload the box. So whoever get the ball first strikes.
But the thing is, one of the good thing about these four players right here, so yes, Henry could always drop back. Cristiano Ronaldo could always go forward. Same with Rooney if he is the one on the left.
Yeah, I get that.
Same thing if him on the right. So yeah, that when I say that's another good thing about it. So either way, you have a multi-dimensional thing up there. So you always have a chance for no say a goal is probably right around the corner. There are always chances.
So basically,
But for me personally, still though, I would put schools over Gerrard. Listen.
and that's respectable because I prefer school overall as a player. But anyways, back to what I'm saying. For those who are trying to understand my madness in this formation tactics, basically what will happen is this: they'll tuck in and players cams, two cams, which they can players. Christy can really play as cam, but second strike Chris players. Beckham will be a cam basically. What happened now? They sit deep and he will sit at the base of these two when they tuck in right here. And what happened now? The fullback will overlap and come on halfway line. So any loose ball, they will get it overlap and either pass it off to the wide centre forward or will try to whip it into whoever in the air. But why centre forward or wide? You know why? Everybody expects the centre forward to score the goal. They're not expecting the midfielders or the wingers to do anything. So I'm trying to mess with them head. For example, when these players go up and they go wide and push up, what happens is the fullback will come up, link the ball to the centre forward. The centre forward will run down, give the ball, and run, cut back in central, and then force these players who are now central to go out wide and they go back to the original position. So basically, rotating each position until the defense is confused. You get what I'm saying, Teshin?
Yes.
So basically, central, wide, up, collect, come down this side. After they come down this side, the fullbacks will collect the ball, go central, they'll overlap, and then the wingers will come back wide and take up the space of the fullback whip it in, and these two centre forward come back to the and then after this fullback come up, these two centre forward will go back central, and then the two mid attacking or two central these two wide players who played as cam now who are in the back will come back or collect and I would go back to this area where the fullback is, and while the fullback overlaps, these two players who come back into this area will go over there, and then you'll have four players up front plus the fullbacks who have many options. So basically, I'm trying to overload, but I'm not trying to overload with specific roles. I'm trying to overload everybody can play each role. What thing you do? The thing with my formation, the fullbacks wouldn't go too central. I want them to have the ability to could run back. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, still you get your on the width as well.
And what Gerrard will do, Gerrard will basically dictate the pass. Cause example, when fullback comes right here and instead they can whip it in, they can whip the ball to Gerrard, or Gerrard can whip it out wide, and then it will make these wide players who would have rotated out back to the original position and rinse it vice versa. So basically, I'm doing it's like a Ferris wheel, go round and round. When the centre back think Henry or Rooney is going to strike, bombs, the wide player get the ball and run in the box, and then Henry and Rooney collect it back and pass it back to the fullback who will be in a high position right here. And after that, it's just guys. Basically, I'm trying to make this formation unmarkable because when you mark out a man, example Liverpool, if I mark Trent out, they're useless. I'm not trying to have that. I'm trying to have everybody can do something.
Yeah.
So do you want to explain how you play this formation?
Me?
Yeah. How?
Yeah. Basically, that's how I would play. That's how football should be played for me personally.
Because if you have each player sticking to a formation, they can't do a secondary job. You're just gonna get marked out of the game when somebody finds your kryptonite.
The only thing you need a player to be good at in terms of specialists is so example. So you have a center forward. You don't want the center forward to be a specialist in scoring goals. You don't want your midfielder to be a specialist in passing and balance in terms of passing and defending. The defender to be a specialist in defending, but however, you don't want them be a specialist in terms of okay, so your office to your center forward, you're not supposed to can play on the wing. That dampen your fluidity. So I prefer when them fluid and not a specialist in one position. Be a specialist in a technique.
Okay, let's move on to the 4-3-3 while you continue explaining. Okay, for the 4-3-3, basically the same backline. Where the difference to be in the midfield and the forward line. So Terry, Fernandad, Irwin, Aspilicueta. For me, the same DM, but instead of what I would have is this. I would have Scholes in this. Scholes as the 8. I want to have. I don't think I can't really choose second another midfielder. You bring up Fabregas. You bring up Fabregas, but Fabregas is a good show. But there's also a good midfielders. Cause what I would do too, I would want to play a Carrick here. And when I would say Carrick here, I'm tell you why. If I'm playing this 4-3-3, what I want to play to govern. I would like while Vieira is dropping deeper and everybody's overlapping. What I would want is I want like a defensive-minded player who can command the line higher than Vieira. So I would just want a pure pass. I don't want someone who can just command at a higher level, but also defend high. And I know that Carrick is a versatile player in the sense that Carrick can defend but also play make.
Well, all right. So in my midfield, what I would have is I would still keep Vieira. I would have Scholes, can't afford Scholes, no matter how you look at it. And if you say you don't want to choose Fabregas for that reason, even though Fabregas can play the eight, but you know really he's more of a passing eight and
But the thing
you
is,
know going
but I'm not
forward.
looking for 8. I'm looking
I would
for.
choose
I'm just
I
clarifying.
would choose
Wait, I'm clarifying something. I'm not.
no we get what you say you want somebody who can
I would basically
defend.
it's a double six, but they don't play side side. They play one high, one
Or
low. So basically,
or
I want defensive stability in the case that I want a 6 that can play advanced. Reason I want, guys, I'm explaining why I say I want a double 6. So 6, 6, 8, a destroyer, and a carrier, and a creator. Simultaneous creator, and a simultaneous creator in
holding
what's that?
Carrick wasn't a destroyer.
Huh?
I'm saying Carrick wasn't a destroyer.
He was a 6 though.
Holding. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, that's a 6, 6. Remember, you have different type of 6. So the point I'm saying is this: 6, 6, 6, and a 8/10 in schools. And reason why we want like a player like Carrick because while he drop back and make it a back 3 and left back overlap, I would want somebody. For example, what happened is overlap, make a front 5, and then he will sit right behind him. But what I would want him sit behind us Scholes, and Scholes don't have to worry about anything defensively. And you could say logical, leave that to Vieira and just overload the box. But here's where my issue is: if I'm gonna have my left back doing that, they're gonna hard overload the wings, and then my forwards are gonna overload the box, and he'll overload the midfield area right here. But I would want someone to just cover Scholes in the sense that Scholes can just do what he does best and not worry. At the same time, I can have security right here without have to join out my DM too high.
Yeah, I get it. But for me personally, what I would do, I would keep the 6 and play 2 box to box. So let's say I don't want to play Fabregas.
So
I would
wait,
play
question. So a full box will overlap then.
who?
A full box will overlap because if you're gonna play double 8, you're gonna have at least 6 players with 7 players up front, bro.
No, not necessarily. Back to box. Back to box. I mean, it's like a emergency call. You know, games you have to change. There are games when you have to change how you play. Unlike Pep Guardiola play one way. No, in system fluid, you know, in terms of all the players and play, but in play one way in a change
System.
in tactics or system one way. But when I say I have 2 box to box, so I would keep scores, right? So at any given point, he can either drop back, can go forward, you know. I would put in Yaya Toure over
Shit.
Fabregas for that
Yeah, but Tour
um for that reason.
Tour would fit him better than Carrick in my formation. Cause Tour has a
So
physical. I'm saying Tour would fit him better in the type of role I try to play to, cause Tour have a physical to defend.
yeah, that makes sense. So I would put Yaya Toure right as the other midfielder.
But guys like
But the thing with midfield still, you know, you have enough players. It just depends on who you are played with who and how you want to play.
that's true. But the thing is that most people looking at me right now say my idiot or say what the type of football I play is madness. But let's explain this here, guys. These players gonna govern the front. These players gonna control the front line already, and then you're gonna have the left back and the right back, and then the 8/10. So what's the point of your overload the front without having someone to control the central middle? So I don't want someone to control the middle, and I don't want my DM to come up high and then leave my center back isolated. So I want my DM to sit back deep while I have a player who both control it but also who also control the midfield but also links the front to the back while can defend. Cause it doesn't make any sense to have a player who example, say you get counter attack right now. Scholes is in this position right now. Torres is right here. He is right here. You don't want him to be on the ball and then he doesn't want to do on the ball and lose the ball. You need someone who's good on the ball and a good 6. So that's my train of thought, people. I'm not saying I ain't a dumb person. I'm just saying I want total control.
Alright. So
Center forward, Rooney.
center forward. Yeah, I would put Rooney as my center forward.
Right wing,
Right wing, I would
Henry.
put Cristiano Ronaldo. Henry.
Henry, Mbappe,
First.
Chris left wing.
Well, I wanted to put Henry, but to me personally, I think Henry I prefer the left wing. That's why I wanted to put
the
Cristiano
thing is-
Ronaldo on the right, Henry on the left.
But
Yeah.
it comes back to what I'm saying before. He would start on the right, but that doesn't mean he play on the right.
No, but what I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Still, in terms of starting, I would just want to know that Henry on the left, like him know say, okay, even though we are gonna change a year, so really live, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Alright,
But
forget.
the good thing is still all three of them play all three positions.
Across the front.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I wouldn't move Rooney from centre forward. I'm telling you why.
No, Rooney still right there, so.
Me like selfish. Me like his selflessness, brother. Me like it. Me not like selfish centre forward. Me like them.
Rooney come on the whole everything like this, to be honest.
Me not like. I don't like selfish centre forward. Me like his selfishness. Me like selflessness. Me like. Me know. Me want more of a centre forward who pass off ball for make wide player midfielder score. Me don't want him. To just want to score for goal numbers. Cause at the end of the day, the end goal is to score. Is to get a trophy, not get numbers.
Yeah. And the thing is, him being that way, him fortunate to have 2 killers on the wing. So I don't know, easy if we score goals. So you forget the match, right? So.
Next thing to know. Basically, guys, for those who not see what we see, basically, this is what my formation look like. It'll be 3 at the back, so 2 centre back, the 1 DM sitting in between. The left back and right back sitting out wide, acting as auxiliary wingers. So basically, extra wingers in case the ball need to be recycled out wide. The left wing would sit right at the edge of the box, right wing same. Centre forward would bully the centre backs. What happened? The 8 or the scores in this case would sit right here, controlling the space behind the front three. And what happened if the ball falls back out, scores send out to the auxiliary wingers or the fullback, and they could either whip it in. When they whip it in, the left wing could cut in down this angle and then pass it off and then 1-2 play and then score, or they could just whip it to the next side and just bullet rocket to the top right left corner. That's what I'm playing. But so basically be a 3-1-1. Show it. So that three people back, 2 at the half. Yeah.
2 at the half.
2 at the halfway line to recycle.
They always keep it pushing.
But one thing I would play pressing though. I would play position base. I would play position based football.
Yeah, but you see the thing is, when you have these men at the line, which naturally that's where they should be, in my opinion. You'd have to ensure that you always keep the ball.
Yeah.
And keeping the ball mean you'd have to ensure you win it back as fast as possible. Yeah. But the good thing is you always have the number 6 covering the little space in between there, so in case of any center forward overall or a killer pass over under the top. So yeah, I like it.
But when I'm saying what I'm saying still is I would press, meaning that I would press with the ball. But when I lose the ball, I'll press to retain the ball, get the ball back. But when I have the ball, I would press. Cause I know like some team press unnecessarily, meaning that they as they get the ball, they just try to drive in with it and nothing happen. I wouldn't do that.
It depends, because that's why you have to teach passing. So you ensure say you play the right pass because you can play a ball forward. However, not because you say forward pass means say it at the right pass at all time. Because you playing the forward pass when you should have played a diagonal, or you should probably play it back. Because you play, example, if you have the right mid, you know the right mid, the right back with the ball, let's say, mother ball. No, win back the ball with the right back. Somebody would have said probably play a diagonal, push it forward, depending on how the team shape. But when you look at it, the better pass probably have a pass it to the DM, if you get what I'm trying to say. The DM have the better space to pass the ball, maybe to the center forward, to the left winger, or something like that. So training,
Yeah, that's true. But end of the day,
coaching play a big part in them things still.
that's true. All I'm saying is, I would. A lot of people like pressing. I personally don't like pressing, in the sense that I like possession. I like to draw people out. But again, I'm not saying being passive and don't attack when needed. I'm saying just don't lose the ball and serve because you want to look like, oh cool, he's driving at the box with a driving run.
Yeah. You see thing you too, right? So if you have a press with the ball, as long as you have the ball, your first aim is to press. You
Yeah,
have to ensure so you have press the right way. Because the center may get the ball right now. The team start press. However, you're not pressing the right position. Yeah. You're not pressing take for example, City. When City pass a ball, most most time are the right pass. However, check out Jack Grealish. When City pass the ball to Jack Grealish and then we press, Jack, Jack, Jack Grealish made the wrong pass 90% of the time. So as well as a coaching, our the major aspect in terms of how you play the football. Yeah. 'Cause you can press high, fast, but your decision making off it on point. And if you go press at all times, you have good decision making, which not many of. So yeah.
that's true. So as you guys can see, our all-time 11 are pretty similar because of pretty similar taste in football, like the what type of football we like to enjoy. But it's also different in the sense that we don't attack the same way.
Me personally, how me like attack. Full box overlap. Well, I see me what I like, I like speed. But in reality, there are the way how me envision football, you know, really have players like that per se. So I like pace on the wing. I like passing, right? I like overlapping. However, when I look at it, you know, really find players like that is either the fullbacks stay back, them overlap, yes, but then don't do much. But these days still football kind of change up though. You have to admit that. So I guess I guess my mindset is something where come about with what I call it, the generation.
I guess.
Yeah, yeah, because really and truly that's how I must see people go about football. Pacey, pacey wings with overlappers. Usually you never really have pacey fullbacks. You just have pacey wingers. Yes. The fullbacks with overlap. No and then. Yeah, but then just keep the shape, the balance. Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Well, guys, if you don't like our starting 11, in the comment section, if you want to interact, just put down in the comments who you like, who you replace, who you switch out, what formation run, all this stuff. Personally, I would not run a pack three. with the all-time Premier League 11. It's not worth it. I will lose too many good centre midfield and forward just to gain a extra centre back. I would not do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, guys,
The centre back pairings, they're not that interesting to miss out on what you did have front, like midfield and attack. Too much.
guys, I don't know when we'll be doing the next all-time 11, but I'm telling you for sure we're gonna do Premier La Liga, Serie A. I would say let's do Ligue 1, but I have no knowledge of Ligue 1 prior to 2018, so I ain't not going to. I am not going down that path. And Bundesliga. Well, I don't know when I'll be doing those other videos, but I just know that those videos will come in eventually. Maybe next year, maybe next 10 years, but they're coming eventually. But I just want to put this out. I don't even know why I'm putting this out. I just want to record this because I want to do this for a minute. I maybe redo this video with some more people to get different perspective, because a lot of people disagree with who I chose today. A lot of people, especially the schools and the Gerard pick. I cannot. I'm not.
And the forward line. So.
No, the forward line pretty unanimous. Everybody would say Rooney, Christian, Henry. Because if you want a pure 9, you go with what's his name again? Newcastle legend.
Alan Shearer.
Yeah, Shearer. If you want a pure 9, Shearer.
Mm-hmm. But personally, me know a lot of them would put Aguero up there, which fair enough.
But Aguero is just Aguero versatile. Aguero can get locked down.
Yeah, you think that Aguero can play football, but he know have that girth tonight. But him can play football. But yeah, but as I said, personally, I know persons would definitely challenge everything from the D-mid come straight up. Maybe one and two things about the backline, like but
The right
not
back.
much.
The
The
right back
backline
and
really,
the right back and left back.
yeah. Some would challenge the centre backs too, but as I said, they wouldn't really trouble that much. But I don't really think person would give it trouble the D-mid either. But everything else, definitely.
No, but I'm saying, but who else would they choose for a centre back? Cause Tony Adams is an option. I'm saying this right now. If you're a football fan, Premier League, and you put Van Dijk over anybody else from the past, you need help.
Van Dijk.
He had a few.
Let
me finish.
Mm.
He had a few good seasons. I'm not taking it away from him, but he is not. If Vincent Kompany is in the top 10, he isn't top 10 either. I'm just making that rest.
Facts.
Van Dijk is good, but let's just see how he ends his Premier League career. If he gets at least 2 more Premier League titles, he can scrape into the top 10. Cause what will make him scrape in the top 10 is the UCL. Vincent Kompany doesn't have the UCL, so if he gets at least 2 more Premier League titles, he'll be in top 10 because of that UCL title.
Mm-hmm.
But from that, he ain't top 10. Kompany has more Premier League and has. I have to do research. I want to see who have more clean sheet to game ratio so far.
Well, the one that kind of tricky still, you know. Company I come from far. Touchman I come from Southampton too. It tricky.
Tricky, but it'll be a fun research. But the thing in football is research nowadays, you have to pay have to pay for most information you want to get. You can't really just access it free.
I think the Premier League have info still.
Well, I'm saying most information out there, you have to pay for the apps for you to have information can utilize it. Not really free nowadays.
Oh yeah.
And guys, I'm not against paying for shit, but how I'm going to pay with what I don't have.
That's right.
Well, it has been Kid Sanctum. When this episode comes out, just drop your picks in the comments and let me know where I went, where you thought I went wrong. Because what I picked and what my co-host picked is not objective. It's subjective to our style of football. So this has been Kid Sanctum, guys, and thank you for coming out.
Welcome to the Sanctum.
Big up on yourself, see him with your door, Robin. You know that's something they're going. We are so welcome to the Sanctum. Do that like and share something there and don't malice the subscribe button in a real life. You know it go.
Welcome to the Sanctum.
That is it, man.